Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
There has been an astronomical increase in the cost of living across states in the Niger Delta following a corresponding increase in the price of petroleum products in the aftermath of the recent scarcity of petroleum products witnessed nationwide. This report, correspondent Biola Festus, who spoke to some business owners in Port Harcourt, takes a look at factors responsible for the soaring cost of petroleum products in Nigeria's oil belt.
Few weeks back, Port Harcourt residents had their own fair share of the harrowing experience of what Nigerians went through as a result of a nationwide fuel scarcity. Although the queues at filling stations have since disappeared, Port Harcourt residents still have no cause to heave a sigh of relief. Unlike in Lagos and Abuja, where petrol is sold at the official price of 165 naira per litre, it sells for between 190 naira and 200 naira in Port Harcourt. In the Rivers State capital and other parts of the Niger Delta, the price of diesel, which is an essential commodity for medium and big businesses, is even more exorbitant, a situation that continues to ignite a surge in the cost of production. There is a general feeling in the Niger Delta that owners of filling stations are deliberately hiking prices to maximize profits. However, spokesperson for the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, AKUGHA, blames the exorbitant cost of petroleum products across the South-South and Southeast geopolitical zones on the moribund state of depots owned and managed by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) in the affected states. He says while independent marketers operating in Lagos and Abuja benefit from subsidies provided by the NNPC depots, those operating in the Niger Delta are constrained to lift products from privately owned depots at higher costs. In the Niger Delta, where electricity supply is generally epileptic, most businesses and households depend on petroleum products such as petrol, diesel and kerosene to meet their daily energy needs. With the recent hike in prices of petroleum products, medium and small-scale business owners in the region are beginning to complain about increasing costs of production. Unable to bear the exorbitant costs of production, service providers in the Niger Delta have been compelled to increase costs of goods and services to remain in business. For many years, Nigeria has been confronted with a serious energy crisis, despite being a major oil-producing country with one of the highest proven gas reserves in the world. This irony is blamed on the country's inability to refine and utilize its abundant petroleum resources due to the moribund state of its 4 refineries in Port Harcourt, Warri and Kaduna. In over a decade, artisanal crude oil refiners operating in the Niger Delta have made remarkable efforts to bridge a yawning gap in crude oil production. In recognition of their efforts, the federal government has on several occasions made promises to integrate artisanal crude oil refiners into the value chain of crude oil production by legalizing their operations. Spokesperson for the Independent Petroleum Marketers of Nigeria, AKUGHA, says while he is not comfortable with the modus operandi of artisanal crude oil refiners, it has become incumbent on the federal government to legalize their operations in the best economic interest of the Nigerian state. For many decades, oil-producing communities in the Niger Delta have been plagued by massive ecological devastations occasioned by environmentally unsustainable methods of oil and gas production in the region. Right now, their predicament is heightened by rising prices of petroleum products, which the majority poor in the region cannot afford. To ameliorate the sufferings of oil-producing communities in the Niger Delta, all of which are faced with an uncertain future in an imminent global post-oil economy, the federal government has been urged to walk the talk about increasing local capacity for crude oil and gas production in Nigeria.
Inside the Niger Delta,